The good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Their own 27-yard line.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
That's good for 28 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Touchdown. Cordero Patterson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Good.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Watson, option play. He'll hand it to Johnson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
First down.
On first down, it's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Again, it's Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Watson's throw here taken in by Cooks. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. A gain there of 21 yards. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On 2nd and goal, Watson in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Robert Quinn in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A 29-yard.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they...
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Texans scoop it.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. No, let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. They'll run it with Johnson. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. A give, the first man through, Gillespie of the fullback. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10, Bears 7.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Eric.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards there and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Cohen. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
The tackle made
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
Now Trubisky to throw. Gets past one man. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
A gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Watson on first down. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Watson's throw going to be taken in by Johnson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And the Texans are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
To Johnson again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Play action, it's Watson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, right? A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Houston.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's letting it fly for Cook. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Houston.
Watson's pass.
Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Buying time to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. On first and 10, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. He's got daylight. The 30, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still have the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Texans 26. Bears.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick 6. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, Patterson shows his strength at the 50. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Being chased out left. And that's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception. Now their task is even tougher.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Allen. And he's into the clear. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A first down carry here for Johnson. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
That's the end of the third.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Pass complete from Watson to Akins. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First down, Houston.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And there to get him down defensively, Brian Allen.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there of the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. He gets it left side to Johnson.
Watson's back.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be third down. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Allen. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
On second down, Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now a play fake, and it's Watson rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. The kick by Fairbairn is good. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Texans say they have it. They do. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bears.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Johnson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly 1 minute to go in the football game. And Fairbairn missed it. He pulled it left. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he was 3 for 3 to that point, but he couldn't keep the perfect game going.
Did someone mention it on the bench and jinx it?
Maybe jinx him a little bit.
Well, you doubt it had anything to do with overconfidence, but hey, it's an inexact science.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
15 yards on the play, first down. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
19 yards there on the catch and run. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One last shot for Trubisky. Flush to his right. And this will be caught by Mooney. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Texans, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll have an